Hi, my name's Beth Burgess. I'm the author of The Recovery Formula, The Happy Addict, and Instant Wisdom. And today I just want to talk about a technique which I'm not even sure if I made up myself or if I learned it somewhere, but it's something that works for me to get from a bad feeling when you feel like really, really stuck in it. Okay, and I've called it bridging. Because I used to have borderline personality disorder, and I would get stuck in these absolutely just awful, sad, like just, everything is the end of the world moods. I used to cut myself and just sort of drink loads and slide down the wall like crying. It would be just awful. And I couldn't get myself out of these moods. It always felt like, I was kind of just stuck there because it was so intense. And then I discovered this thing which I call bridging. Like I said, I may have made it up. I've no idea. If someone else has made it up, do claim it below. But in the comments. But yeah, this is something that I did, and it worked for me. So when you're in one of those terrible moods, I don't know if you've ever had someone say to you something like, "Oh, why don't you watch a comedy? It'll make you happier and stuff," and you're like, "Are you crazy?" Like that's not gonna work at all. So you can't do that. But at the same time, um, although it can help some people to actually, scientifically it's been proven it can help sometimes when you're feeling sad to listen to sort of sad music. It's because, I mean, you basically identify with it, don't you, and you sort of feel something about it. So it can sort of help in some ways, but it then just keeps you stuck. So what I used to do was I would bridge. So instead of going like, okay, I'm just going to put on some like, really ridiculous Curtis Mayfield or something, which would like make me like jump around the place all happy and everything. Um, I would instead move. So I might listen to like a bit of Leonard Cohen. Uh, if you're not old enough for that, just sad sort of, depressing music. Um, and then what I would do is I would move across. I would start listening to something like metal. So it's got more energy to it. So it might be still quite dark, but it had more energy to it. So I'm like slowly moving across, and then I would move across into something maybe like some sort of hip hop or something like that. So that was kind of like again sort of angry sort of hip hop. But it was like more energetic. So you're gradually taking yourself out of that mood. And it's the same. You can do the same with absolutely any activity. So, for example, reading and stuff. I mean, sometimes if you feel bad, you might be sitting there and just being miserable and reading like bleak poetry that you wrote. I didn't do that. But you can actually, again, you can kind of bridge across. You can sort of start reading. Start with some of the bleak poetry you wrote in your teens, and then maybe move just across to something else, like a bit of existentialism or something. It's always good to read Camus, or Sartre or something like that, because it's not like it just doesn't go like suddenly, oh, you zoom happier or anything like that, because like your brain doesn't work like that. It won't feel comfortable. So kind of move across, and then you might decide, okay, well actually I'll read something a little less sort of little less bleak, but and then you just sort of gently just bridge across until you feel basically that you're not stuck anymore. That's the idea. Because we can get stuck, and that's what you don't want to avoid, getting stuck in the whole thing, like wallowing in it, like it just, because then you feel like that you can't get out of it at all. So yeah, bridging's really helpful. Again, you can do it the same with activities. If you're really down and you're literally like stuck in bed and you feel like I can't even get out of bed, quite frankly, you know, I'm that depressed. Then, okay, so what you do is you know, you put on your slippers or something, alright? You don't have to like completely get up or anything like that, but you know, just putting on your slippers, taking a little walk around the room, something like that, until you feel like, you know, okay, I can move a bit more and maybe go down and make myself something something small to eat or whatever. But it just gets you from that completely stuck in bed, paralysed, can't do anything thing, to just, you know, gently moving across. So, like I said, I call it bridging. But yeah, if you ever are like proper down in a hole, and you need to sort of move yourself out of it, which is always a good idea, because the longer you stay there, the worse you're going to feel. Then please do try that. Okay. Lovely speaking to you. I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.